Hey guys, I'm going to give you a strong appreciation for what PHP does for you. And maybe after this you won't take advantage of the power of PHP anymore. So I'm going to show you this program in a second, but for now I just want to look at the preg replace, which uses regex to replace certain characters, okay? Well, you already know that regex is really powerful, but something that you may not have realized is that how PHP was written, how the language was written. Some of these things are done for you that I'm sure you know of, but you really have to do them yourself to realize how painful it is that they had to go through to get it to where you are. Let me explain. So preg replace takes a string and replaces it with another string, right? Uh, and then in a certain file. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm using ffmpeg, and I'm replacing all spaces with backslash spaces because on the command line, okay, you can't have spaces. It won't work in ffmpeg. You have to have backslash space. Okay. So in PHP, it's very easy. You just preg replace space with backslash space. Okay. One character with two characters. Okay. Now, when I first did this program in C, not C++, in C. Okay, now here is the same function, preg replace, give or take. It doesn't really do the regex part, it just does the replacing part. But in C, that's how much code it takes right there. Let me explain this code to you one by one. I'm going to do it the best I can because I really had a hard time writing this because I don't remember C that well. But I call it escape car. It takes in a pointer to a string, and then another pointer to a string. I've got string and character. Okay, basically it takes in the string and it takes in the character, although they're both pointer to characters. I declare character pointer to string. I declare a pointer to string here as a car called delimiters, as in what I'm breaking up by. Uh, because I'm going to be using it in some sort of string functions, you have to allocate memory for the variable. So the variable delims equals malloc memory, malloc the length of the variable car, which is brought in here. Okay, so whatever variable is probably going to be 1 times the size of type of delims, which is a car. So right now it's 1 by 1, I believe. So that'll be 8 bits memory. But sometimes obviously this will be different, completely different for longer strings, which this works with. Then you have to string copy. Okay, you can't say string equals string in C. You have to use a function called string copy, and in order for string copy to work, you had to bring in your string.h library. Don't forget that. So you're going to string copy the contents of CHR into delims. Okay, so now delims is that variable that you allocated memory for now equals CHR. Okay, you have to do that. Next, we're gonna make another pointer to string result, and that's gonna be equal to null, because it's gonna be part of a loop. And then we're gonna make another pointer to string, and that's gonna be called new string. This is gonna store our last result. Okay. Now, because we're gonna be storing data in a string, we have to allocate memory. So we're gonna do the string length of our string, which was up here. Okay, times the size of the new string. Again, size of the new string could be anything, could be very long. Okay, so we're allocating memory for that to work. The next thing is we have to declare our escape character. Okay. Now you have to if you actually know what's going to be in your character, then you don't have to allocate memory for it if you tell it how big it's going to be. It's going to be 4 characters big. I'm just giving myself some extra space. This is really just one character. Backslash. You have to escape it. Backslash backslash. So it's escaping the backslash once. So this is actually I'm giving myself four blocks of memory. Okay, and it's in a variable called escape car. Next, you need to concatenate. So add together the two strings escape car and car. Okay, actually we're concatenating car onto escape car. So we're adding in, so say you passed in, well, what are we passing in up in our actually usage here? Escape car. So we're passing in the string temp and a space. Okay, so in our function, car equals space. So down here we're adding space onto here. So that would then escape car would be equal to that, which is the backslash space. But again, it's backslash backslash space because we have to escape the backslash, and we need the backslash. So it's backslash space. Okay. Now we store. Okay, so now we're using string token, which basically will grab will grab an array, not really an array, but it'll grab a reference to all types of occurrences. So it's basically splitting the string by the delimiter, okay? And then giving you the result that you can then loop through the result. So we split our string, okay, our long string by the delimiter, which would be a space, say for example, okay? Then we're going to string concatenate. We're going to take the result, which is the first chunk, okay, and we're going to add that to our new string. Then we take our escape car, which is our so basically, so now so our delimiter is a space, so we've encountered a space. So we take that result and add it to our new string that we've declared, and we declared memory for it up here. And then we need to take our escape car. So we're replacing a space with a backslash space, okay? So now we've added our result onto our new string, and now we've added our backslash space onto here. The reason we have to do that is because you can't replace a character with a string. You have to do string replacing, and you have to do string replacing. That means you have to create a new variable. Okay? So then we're going to return string token, and we're going to clear it out so we can run through the loop again. And then when we're done, you need to cut off the string. I forget why we had to do this, but we have to do this. So you have to cut it off three. Oh yeah. Because it's gonna have. I believe it has .mp4 at the end. I believe this is why it is. I'm not 100%. No, that has nothing to do with that. I forget why this is. I'm sorry, I forgot. But it's a null terminator to end the string. So we actually are ending the string early, and then we're returning that string back. So all this is preg replace, because you can't replace a character with a string. That's why. So appreciate PHP for what it's worth.